I'm humbled by. I really do feel like it's almost God inspired. Mm-hmm. It's got the faith of the show, and it just brings everybody together. Connecting, and I loved having all these friends, 30,000 friends that are like-minded and lighthearted. And I've yet to meet a Heartie that isn't just like they post or appear to be online, which is a wonderful thing coming to this Hearties family reunion. You know, I think, gosh, I've been talking to these people for a couple of years now, and I wonder how they really are. And it's been a delight to meet them all and hug, and it's been a honor to pray for all of them that have needed it when they needed it, and to promote the show. It's not so much just fan geeking over the show and you know, watching the actors and stuff. It's so much bigger than that, and I hope it's a movement that will spread forever, really, and just keep going out. I really hope it spreads in the entertainment industry, because it is so needed. It's such a shining light on the hill compared to all the ugly vampireness of everything else, and it's becoming a lost art where you could sit and watch with your family. I have 2 teenage boys, and maybe they aren't Hearties per se, because that's probably not cool for them, but they would sit down. I'd be watching it over and over again, and I'd be watching it, and they'd just sit for a little bit, and they you know, they don't do that with a lot of things unless it's sports or something they're interested in. And it's very nice to be a parent, to be able to watch something that's from toddler to grandmother come in, and the whole family can talk about it, and you know, believe in all the values and the kindness and the community, and just want to share that. And the social media aspect of it is incredible. I didn't even know about Instagram or Periscope or these other kind of avenues, but I'm so excited, and I love that there's grandmother ladies that are learning how to do all these things, and sharing their fan art, and getting up every morning and being dedicated to whatever gift they have or whatever love they have. And it's been a treat to be on the reunion staff and everything. And
sure.
I was just curious, how did you guys feel about all the feedback we got about doing Periscope and stuff? I think that was amazing. How many people were thanking us, right?
What an incredible tool.
That was incredible, right?
Yes, that was wonderful.
Really, I felt like myself, like an instant here. Hello. I felt like an instant celebrity with all these people, you know, like all of a sudden they knew who I was.
Did you have a lot of likes, or did you?
We got a lot more likes, but we got a lot of love. We just got so much love and appreciation all weekend, and it just felt really amazing.
And what a great tool that all of this is, because the show is so deep and so touching and so incredible. For me, it's like, what an amazing tool. I have a big mouth, but to be able to spread it across the world and tell people that may have never even heard of the show, that's what.
And talk to people in different countries.
Yes.
And share
I think
that
it's an escape. I think it's an escape. I think it's interesting that with social media, it's kind of ironic. So we're taking current technology to escape back 100 years.
Yes.
Okay?
Great point.
And it's an escape as compared to thinking years ago all that they wanted were sci-fi, zombies, things like that. Well, that's third dime a dozen now. But now we want to use current technology to escape back to 1910. And it's just an awesome experience.
What a wonderful way for people who think, well, I would love a nice clean show that I don't have to worry about my kids walking into the room, but I'm probably the only one because look, there aren't any. And then with social media, we're able to find not just a few other people, but many other people. And we're like, let's get together and join forces and do what we can to show the world we're not the only ones. And this is good.
And I've had even, followers that weren't from the Hearties group that had seen posts. And then the question is, when is this on? What is this? Yeah. And you let them know, and then they fall in love with it. And then they tell, then they tweet and they tell their friends. And it's just that never-ending chain that social media can give us that we didn't have before.
We should have had it back when Little House on the Prairie was on.
Right.
Yeah.
You don't even imagine millions and millions.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, it's just awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So how do you think we're going to go forward on this, gals? I mean, what are we going to do over the next year to make this happen again? And
Plan for HFR 2017.
yes.
In a bigger
Season
scale
4.
too.
Yes.
Yes.
And season 4, we
Yes.
if
We
anybody
need
can
season
do it,
4.
the Hearties can
Season
do
4,
it.
Yes.
season
Yeah.
5.
Yeah.
See, Hearties are a force to be reckoned with.
That is
Yes.
absolutely right.
As Brian said at one time, we are Trekkies on steroids.
Yeah.
Yes. Yes.
We
And
will
I
get
think
the job done.
yeah, and I think that you guys can like make a difference in so many ways, like by using social media to bring in people to this show,
Absolutely.
and hopefully we get many more seasons.
Yes.
We hope so.
We've done our best to reach out to sponsors too.
Yes.
and-
Oh yes,
Yes.
that's
my
right.
gosh.
Yes.
We really have, and I wrote part of the reunion was to write all of the sponsors that had previously bought air or whatever for our
Yes.
show, and asked for sponsorship for the reunion. We were trying to cover all our costs, and Fish Flex was a huge one that came in with a whole bunch of free gifts, and they even personalized Hearties family reunion, like a water bottle and a reusable bag. And then they gave us some t-shirts and stuff too. But more than that, I got nothing but positive responses from all of the sponsors I claim, saying like, maybe our budget doesn't have it for you right now, but we really believe in your show, and because I made the point trying to drive home that we're family friendly. You would, this is a show you really want to advertise on. This is your meat and potatoes here. This is the moms buying all the groceries.
Yes,
right?
moms
This
are the
is
ones who
right.
make
This is
the
everything.
decisions, the
And
financial
and
decisions.
sharing their
Yeah.
love to all their friends and everything. And I got nothing but positive responses from the sponsors, and saying, "Oh, we'd love to help you maybe in the future." But I said, "But more than that, buy time on our show. I want to keep our show going, right?"
Right.
Well, and on top of that too, not only that, but just our mission also is to thank sponsors through social media.
Yeah, yeah.
And they see it and they hear it and they're appreciative of it, and it makes them want to, well, maybe we should invest. These people are seeing it. It's feedback for them,
Yeah.
which is what they want too. And you can do all of that through tweeting. We have lists of Denise is one of them. Linda Rue is another one. I made some this year too of sponsors for season 3. And people, there are people that have gone through every single sponsor and have tweeted them, "Thank you for sponsoring When Calls the Heart." And they get responses, they get likes, they get, without social media and tweeting and things like that, you couldn't do that before. I mean, you buy their product, and yes, that's their thank you, but to personally take that time.
So we saw the commercial on the show.
Yeah,
Right.
thank you for sponsoring this. We see
Right.
you.
Right.
We will buy your and a lot of people are buying those products because they do sponsor When Calls the Heart. A lot of Hearties are doing
It's
that.
true.
Yeah, that's really amazing. That's very powerful.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes, it is.
So,
Yep.
was there anything else you ladies wanted to add before we sign off? And
I hope everybody keeps tweeting and Facebook posting and writing a hand letter if that's your thing, or emailing and just sharing the love. And the When Calls the Heart usually sells itself. So if you buy a DVD from a great person like Fish Flex or one of the other Christian
Word Entertainment.
Word Entertainment, then if you just pass it out and say let somebody borrow it, it's almost 100%.
I haven't met anybody that's watched an episode or two that says, "Oh no, it's not for me."
Yeah. It's just
I
they
just
love it and
never
then they become
heard of
Hearties,
anybody doing
right?
that. Yes,
They watch it and
Yes.
become Hearties.
And there are so many. We may have only 30,000 on the Facebook page, and I say only lightly because the ratings were 2.5 million, and so there are so many that are becoming a little more social media savvy because of the show.
Oh,
They're wanting
absolutely.
to learn so they can connect and they can talk.
Yes.
And
right.
My son, we were talking about my oldest son, like, couldn't believe that I was using Periscope. It's like, you're using Periscope, Mom?
Well, look at how this has changed lives.
It really has.
The show has changed lives by bringing people together.
Yes.
Again, like I said, that feeling of, oh, I'm not alone in my hunger for, good values and virtues and things. But it's changing lives because people are saying, I'm more connected with the world now, or I have these friends I never would have had before.
Or doing these adventures, coming to this reunion
or
across the country.
Right.
People are using gifts and talents that they didn't realize that they possessed. People are making
Or didn't know what to do with them.
Right.
Or even fan fiction. There's some people that are doing fan fiction and the fan art. And I just think Netflix is carrying it now. They've carried season 1 and season 2 is coming, and that has brought a lot more fans too. But it's all it's all the kind of the social media part of it, the electronic part of it.
It is, and I was going to add to that that through the social media, primarily I think Facebook and Twitter, we had people come to the family reunion that have never flown before, and they didn't know a single other person other than through the social media. But coming to the event, I mean, it clearly was a Hearties family reunion. There were more hugs that took place in Hope Valley at the event yesterday. It was all based on the social media.
Right. Well, it was like it was also like what Christina Wagner said to us on the set the other day about how she's been in a soap opera, General Hospital for years, but the difference between the fans after meeting you guys was that it's not that you want to be like the show, it's that you identify with the characters in the show.
And pull strength from those characters.
Right. And it made her
hard times. And,
and it made her feel really it was so gratifying to her as an actress to hear that something that she was doing meant something.
Was meaningful.
Yeah.
And they all have said that. Yeah. All of those actors. I mean, of course, the social media part with them tweeting with us and interacting. I mean, who would have thought that would have ever taken place? Now, 10, 15 years ago.
It makes it that much deeper, like so real, right? And just
it just connects you.
It shows how much what the kind of love the fans have for the actors and how the actors can feel that from us, but we feel it from them too.
Well, what do we all want in life? I mean, we all need to have that sense of belonging. That's what everybody wants to have. So through the social media, we have been able to create this community that is real and it's heartfelt, and we're Hearties.
That's right.
Yeah. Well, I think we'll end there.
Okay.
Yes. Thank you, ladies. Thank you so much, Hearties.
Thank you.